Checkity check. What's up, everybody? Check, check, check. Oh, thank you, Cutie Beck. Huh. Looks like my on-screen chat is broken again. There you go, Savages just showed up, but I had to use another one. Weird. Let's see, did YouTube work? YouTube is live. Twitter is live. Looks like most of it worked, but the chat was weird. Okay, well, let's do it anyway. What's up, everybody? Happy NFTuesday. How's it going? How are you now? Oh, I even got the closed captioning working. This, not so much. I thought I found the ultimate solution. The music is still loud. I brought it down to like 55%. Zach Bonifer, did that not work? How is it for everybody else right now? Is the music a fair volume, or is it still too loud? What's up, Uga? How are you now? Thank you, Uga, again for the packs that you sent. We finally gave away a couple the other day. I got more to give away today while we play Twitchy Tides. Monster Pete, what's happening? How are you now? Music is fine, says Walking Miracle. Maybe it's okay now. Yeah, I turned it down when I got started, Zach. I tried to normally. Sometimes I forget. So thank you for calling that out and letting me know. I appreciate you. Hope everybody's doing well. I had to start a little early today, though we won't be giving away we won't do the superb owl prizes for a little while to give those who thought the stream was going to start at 11 a chance to get in here. But I got to dart a little earlier than normal today. We had a scheduling conflict with trying to get Macy school, doctor's appointments, all that kind of stuff. So I got to help out a little earlier. Normally I'd go till 2. I got to bounce by 1:30 today. And so I thought, let's go early. I cannot find any packs. Did I overthink? 2x2 thank yous. What packs are we talking about, Monster Pete? What's up, Allie? How are you now? What do you see? What do you see? I don't see what you see. I'm confused. What's happening? What's happening, everybody? Monster Pete, what packs are you looking for? Are you saying you won part of the Superb Owl? Is that what you're saying? Because if so, I haven't distributed those prizes yet. That's what's happening today on stream. But I like that. I wanted to do it so everybody can see what was actually happening. So we'll do that during the stream if you were indeed the winner. Oh, they were wondering about the early start time? Gotcha. There's Boba James. Boba James has been fighting some interesting issues with Wax. I mean, that shouldn't, honestly, with those numbers, it still shouldn't be affecting your ability to do basic tasks. Twitch and... Wait, what's happening, Monster Pete? I'm sorry. Take your time, sir. We're not in a rush. We'll get your question answered just whenever you get a chance to get it in there. Anyone else having issues with the submit button for the Google form? Uh-oh. Is it not working? I've got 4 responses already, Clint. So maybe it's okay. Maybe try a different browser or something. I don't know. I really wish my normal chat was working, because now we're back to, like, Clint Crockett's name is black text on a black background. Luckily, it's like yours is a darker black than the black background. It's more of a dark gray. But still, I have to, like, do this to be able to read it. Topo chat. Oh, you know, I love my topo. I've been trying to drink less coffee and drink more water. So this is one of the ways I do that. Yeah, that's weird, Boba James. I've never had those issues that you're dealing with. And I don't know that it's necessarily... You said you got a CPU error, so maybe it is related. Other people have said they're having an issue, Clint Crockett? Well, don't give up, Boba James. I know we've chatted to try and fix your issues with dealing with the wax resources, but have you shared these issues with the Discord for Twitchy Tides? Because they've got the developers right there working alongside Pop Paragon, and maybe it's something that they can help you with. Nadu had no issues. Falconer had no issues. So yeah, Clint Crockett, I'd say start the process over using a different browser. Maybe that's the issue. I've had those weird one-offs too. You know, there's a lot of ones and zeros that have to be transmitted in order to even show you a web page, and sometimes a one or a zero doesn't come through. It's very frustrating. The worst is when you're trying to hurry through and buy something quickly or get on a list that you want to, you know, do something in a hurry, and that happens. But in these cases, as I always say, slow down. It doesn't matter when you fill out the form, as long as you fill out the form, you're solid. Yo, what's up, Funko Addict Tech? Pardon me. I was watching Harris Heller yesterday on a live, and someone told him it was rude to eat on stream. And I was like, it's his stream, do what you want. I don't normally like to, but I'm trying to get my protein into, so pardon me while I have a little yogurt. Yeah, whenever you have an issue with tech, restart, reload, try a different browser, try a different device. There's a lot of different things you can do that just mix it up. It's that definition of insanity thing that always reminds me, trying the same thing over and over again, expecting a different outcome often doesn't go well. So mix it up, try something different. Bubba says, I'm not 100% done. Like, I even shared TT with another streamer who normally streams. Oh, nice, Boba James. Thank you for doing that. Is it time to start thinking about ECCCCCCC meetups? Yeah, I think so. When is it? When is ECCCC? That means we get to see Priscilla sooner than later. Oh, let me do it over here so we can all look together. Emerald City Comic Con, March 6th through March 9th. So we're a month. We're less than a month away. Beautiful. Yeah, it's gonna be. We got, you know, they don't normally. Wait, you guys aren't seeing the same thing I'm looking at. Let's fix this. Oh, this is joy. Just the joys. Just the excitements. Why don't these things just work the way they're supposed to work? Wouldn't that be nice? Huh? Oh, it wasn't the right spot. We don't want to look. We do want to look at this window capture, but we don't want to look at the game because we're not playing the game. It's below it, so it shouldn't be an issue. For some reason, one of the ones I use goes to the wrong spot every time. There we go. That's correct. Now let's fix it over here. I really have to spend some time. Every once in a while, remember, oh yeah, between streams, I need to work on this to make sure that this works better the next time, and then I forget things like this, like. I have it picked to select a certain window. It is picking the wrong one. There we go. That's more like it. Okay, now we're on the right page on all these. March 6th through March 9th. So we got some time. But what's exciting about this one is they've gotten away from being a celebrity-centric con. They have some celebrities that come in. Used to be much heavier. Now not as much. But this year we're getting a Firefly reunion of sorts. A few people, including Nathan Fillion's going to be here for Emerald City Comic Con. I've been trying for years to get in with Emerald City Comic Con to host panels and stuff, but they've never so much as said anything in my reply to my emails and my reaching out other than we'll take it on, we'll keep it under we'll keep that information handy. They've never reached out or anything, which is a shame. Because I would love, it's one of my dream things is to host a panel, to get to moderate a panel and chat with Nathan Fillion. I think that'd be so much fun. I'm like the ultimate fanboy when it comes to him, so. Tarjan says, I have PTO I need to use so I don't max out, so I'm probably taking Saturday off. Yeah, nice. Yeah, so you can actually make it to the con more days. What's up, Red Ranger? How are you now? Stranger Things snapshot tomorrow. Finish those royalties. Is it tomorrow? Dang. I have been struggling through Stranger Things for a while. Look, I even have it open on screen here. I need this last Eddie. And it's not good. It's the most expensive one. It's at $20. I kept waiting, hoping maybe it would come down. There's only 9 on the market. If you have that epic Eddie, you want to get it up for sale pronto. Because look, there's 11 of those. 32. I'm looking at the quantity listed. 24. We just saw that was a 9. Wait, no, what did we say? Yeah, 9. 32. 9. Look, that one's only got 9, but it's at $12.99, a more reasonable price. 29. 19. 7. That one should be. Why is that one not $20? But it's 17, so it's not too far off. 20. 11. 26. There's not a lot of these available right now. So if you're sitting on extra epics for Stranger Things, man, get them up listed, get them up for sale. And if you've got an extra Eddie, for sure, get that one up for sale. The lowest price right now is $20.50, which I'm going to have to pay. I'm just going to have to do it. Allie says, I'll be there 3 of the 4 days, but I got a 4-day pass in case I want to go Friday too. Nice. Yeah, walking. I don't know how it happened on this one. I'm normally really good, but I think that one went up early on day 1, and I thought, I'll wait and see if it comes down, and I waited too long. I've been watching it for weeks and trying to catch it, and I think the lowest I saw it was like $16, $17. I should have done it then. I've been watching on wax as well without any luck. But yeah, gang, important dates. February 12th, tomorrow, Stranger Things. Do not forget. What's the checklist? I've got this memorized. I've done it so many times. Sell or open your extra packs. Sell extra epics. You don't need to hold on to them. If you want them, buy them after the snapshot again when they go down super cheap, right? If you think you want to keep extras, buy them later. Get your $10, $11, $12, $20 right now, and then buy them back for less than $1 in like 72 hours. Check your listings and make sure that anything you have listed for sale won't possibly detract from your royalty sets that you may be completing. And most importantly, check your royalty sets. If you're on the page and you think, oh, well, I've got 2 royalty sets, make sure that says 2. You may be missing 1 comment or 1 epic somewhere that you just kind of eyeballed and missed. Make sure that says 2 right there if you think you've got 2. Don't screw around and miss out, because that can really hurt. I got to fill in the rest of these blanks while I'm watching this epic, but I may have to put out $20 to get that epic. And what is the royalty for this one? I've forgotten. We get so many drops now. I used to have all these memorized, but I've forgotten the majority of them now, which can be kind of fun, but also kind of frustrating. Stranger Things, physical collectibles. Oh, it's Freddy as 001 as 1. Yeah, that's a pretty good one. I love the Freddys, Yeah, there you go. Here, the revenge was all over it. Funkoween is on the rise too. Don't wait to complete that set. Yeah, I use the royalty set as a real good gauge on what's going on with these. So I look at the Poppin' Stocks chart. To me, this is like the most important thing to gauge all of the projects on, is this right here. Because if this is going up, this chart's going up, that means the cost to complete a royalty set's going up, which means that the epics have risen in value. The packs have most likely risen in value. The legendary and grail, maybe not necessarily directly in line with those, but still typically in that ballpark. That's what Stranger Things has been doing. Funkoween had a nice little spike over the last couple of days, but look, it got down. It went from 105 on the first couple days for the royalty set down to 43. That was the time to strike, right? About 50 days out. and then it's got an interesting spike there, but something tells me that may be temporary. It may drop a little bit back down, but overall the trajectory has been a slight upward tick from 43 to 63-ish. So there's been a $20 increase over the last 2 months. I went hard on Stranger Things 2 and they gave me nothing. Oh, you mean the packs? Yeah. I mean, going hard on the packs may yield you some really good stuff, but you got to put in that. You may get legendaries and grails and a few epics, but you got to put in that work to get those royalty sets. I didn't look for Stranger Things how many royalty sets have been completed. That one had a 48% burn. There's one of the reasons why the epics are so hard to get at. Oh, only 859 have been completed. It's a shame we're not getting the updated numbering on this one, or else we'd have an under 1,000 piece Freddy. Still at $101, that's not bad. For under 1,000 pieces and it's Stranger Things, there were a lot of people that are trying to stay Stranger Things complete once upon a time. I think a lot of them gave up hope when the gold hopper hit, you can be a completionist without being obscene about it. Like, if you're gonna miss one, whatever. That gold hopper really threw people for a loop. It is what it is. I kinda want Yuri and Freddy. Well, it's not too late. Slightly off topic, but Proto Nutcracker Mythic is only 85 if anyone really wants it. Wow, really, Red Ranger? That is low. Tell that to my OCD. See, yeah, I can never fully understand what you're going through. I don't want to say I wish I did, because then I would be right there with you. But I can fully look at something and go, nope, too ridiculous. My OCD is not that strong. I don't have to complete the set. There's a few things that I get like that with, but not many. Nima Aquarium, thank you for the follow. How are you now? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're talking NFTs today. We're going to be giving away some prizes here in a little bit, playing some games, giving everybody a chance to jump in. There's the sound. I was waiting for it. But we're diving in and just kind of letting the conversation guide what we talk about right now. Chat's currently down for whatever reason. I use a great chat service, at least I thought it was great, called Social Stream, and it's been fantastic for me when it works, because it brings in all the chats from the different channels. Right now it shows 0 people on Twitch and 0 on YouTube, but I'm looking at the program is open and everything looks good. I don't understand why it's having these issues. So sorry, you'll have to look at the chat just on your service. If you're on Twitch or you're on YouTube, look there and you'll see that people are on. Yeah, I was going to talk about the big game a little closer to 11, because I started streaming early today because of scheduling conflicts for the day. And I know some people just expect 11 o'clock, so I didn't want them to come in at 11:01 and go, wait, you already finished all the Superb Owl stuff? No, why? And then I have to explain it all again. I saw that Comic Zombie. That's so awesome. I watched Love Hurts over the weekend. Wasn't impressed by the movie. It was fun-ish, but it felt like it was made in the 90s on a really low budget. Certain aspects of it were entertaining, but overall I felt I was kind of let down. I'm jealous you're going to meet Rainier Shine. What? Rain or Shine? That's someone I get to meet? Or is that a joke on Rain or Shine? I don't know what that is. It was fun. They tried so hard with the Valentine's loves. There was the biggest complaint, if I had to say anything, was there was absolutely no chemistry, 0 chemistry between the lead and the black girl that he was in love with, supposedly. Oh, that was his name on Modern Family? Okay, as the ultimate fanboy, I didn't know that, so I've failed. Yeah, it just, there was no chemistry between the two of them at all. I couldn't buy into the fact that he was doing this for her, she was doing it for him. I didn't feel it at all. I heard the game was a weird one. The Square's results should reflect that. LOL, I didn't watch the game. The game was a very weird one. Kansas City was, I don't know if they were favorited, but in general, the consensus, I think, was that they were going to win because they had won 2 in a row and they might win 3. And did they get a little too cocky? Maybe. I've said it. I said it earlier when the Texans had to play them in the playoffs. They're a very beatable team. They escaped the whole season. They got by with 1 score wins and a lot of luck. Their season easily could have been a losing season had a few games just gone a little differently. And no one had exposed that until the Super Bowl. And then the Eagles just absolutely destroyed them. Her character was kind of annoying. I agree with that too, Savage. I was not impressed with her as an actress. There's something off about her. She seemed lovely, but there's something about the acting that just didn't do it for me. Raven might have been the best thing in the movie. Yeah, he was good. If they didn't go for that 2-point conversion, it would have made me win. Oh, you're watching the squares? Yeah, it's so tough when you need a certain thing to happen that normally would, and then they don't do it. Bill with James, I wouldn't say that on a family-friendly stream, but if y'all saw I put this up. I stole this from a site I found on an account on Instagram, and I put this up on Twitter in case y'all didn't see it. Check this out.
And I will not be bullied by that.
This is what happened. This is live footage, or a good recap from Sunday's game.
Puny God.
It was perfect. It's absolutely perfect. Again, for those in the back who maybe...
I am a God, you dull creature. And I will not be bullied.
It's really well done, right, Walking Miracle? That's what happened.
Puny God.
Casey got one good punch in way too late. Yeah, I agree. I agree wholeheartedly. I think when it came down to it, it was just like Eagles were like, well, let them put a few points up on the board so they don't look that ridiculous. But poor TS, didn't anyone think of her? Savage was a Eagles fan. Misty's an Eagles fan. I know we had some more. Red Ranger. If the game was 5 quarters, oh man, they would have had them. Oh, Taylor Swift. I don't understand this hate that she gets for being shown on camera. What she's done for the NFL is actually pretty remarkable. She brought attention to the sport for a whole group of fans that didn't necessarily care before, and now they might be real fans. You might say they're only in it to see her, or only in to see what's going on with her and Travis Kelce, but I imagine a good chunk of them actually became football fans, and I wouldn't put it past the NFL and Taylor and her people to have, we talked about this before, to have constructed this whole thing, right? She might have been dating Kelce no matter what, but they're like, hey, we will set you up. You come to the games, it's going to be good for your image, it's going to be good for our image, and it was. But then, as I talked about just on Friday, things get built up, and then people just want to tear it down. And that's the human nature that we fight, and that's the human nature that was going on. She got booed at the game. What is she doing? She was sitting there watching the game. They showed her like twice. It wasn't too much. People just need to calm the hell down. Sad little boys that don't like women in men's places, which makes no sense because there's cheerleaders, right, which are typically female, and there are plenty of sportscasters, which are female, and there are plenty of fans, which are female already. It's not an only male sport. Not only men watch it. There's plenty of women in those stands that are watching the game and loving it. There's plenty of women watching on TV and loving it. Eagles fans are going to boo basically anyone. Well, we did see, no offense to my Eagles fans here, but we did see that one guy, I don't know if you guys saw this on the internet about a month ago, who absolutely was so incredibly rude to a woman in the stands. And the woman's husband filmed it, posted it to the internet. Everybody went and looked for the guy. They figured out who he was. He got banned from the stadium for life. He got fired from his job. He probably is not going to get rehired anytime soon. And that, to me, is not enough. I think he deserved more. He was an absolute clown of a human being. You go out in public and you act like that, you always deserve the worst. He treated her the worst, and he got what he deserved, maybe not even enough of what he deserved. I think it has nothing to do with Taylor. I think it's who she linked to. Like, if she was dating any other chief, I don't think she gets the boo. Remember, chiefs of the... Again, yeah, David Boo, that just supports something gets built up and becomes mainstream, tip-top of the tippy-top, and then everybody wants to destroy it. I don't understand that part of human nature at all. During the height of the Patriots, I wasn't a fan of the Patriots, but I kind of liked seeing someone succeed at the level that Tom Brady did. It was amazing to see him win so many Super Bowls, and he's the Michael Jordan of football, right? Like, you see those people and they excel at those heights, and you think, oh, my favorite team could do that. This up-and-coming player that I support could be that. If we don't have those things, you never have anything to strive towards, right? We can't tear everything down, although we do. It would have been interesting to see if social media had been as popular during the reign of the 90s Bulls, the championship Bulls with Jordan and Pippen and the gang. Would they have gotten torn down? They probably would have. They probably would have been absolutely destroyed at some point, regardless. Luckily, they were around in a time where that was not the case. Oh, yeah, I know David. Thank you. David's over on YouTube. By the way, gang, I was reading his comment, which normally you can see, but not today. I think they arrested 30 people for damages. What, in Philly? Not surprised. You could place bets on the number of arrests in the city of New Orleans. That was one of the odds that you could get and place bets on. And I'm sure in Philly you could have placed the same. Yo, what's up, Nessa? Bing bong, you ding dong. It should have been Detroit and the Texans. That would have been I would have liked to have seen that. But it wasn't. Sully says about tearing things down, inner Philadelphia fans. LOL. Nadu. Yeah. In case you missed it, this is for Nessa and Nick. In case you missed it, this was a recap of the Superb Owl. The actual Super Bowl.
I am a god, you
from Sunday.
Creature.
In case you missed this recap.
I will not be bullied by that.
Yep. Accurate. Beauty God. Accurate. Timely. I love that so much. Rams would have beat Philly if it wasn't for snow, just saying. I mean, but there was snow. Warrior Boba, what is it? The Last Dance, that documentary about the Bulls and Jordan, was one of the best things I've ever watched. I really enjoyed watching it. I want to watch it again at some point, but I'm kind of waiting a little longer for it to become less fresh in the brain. It was not only was it just superbly informative, and we got to learn all kinds of new things, but it did talk about things like the internet and what would have been like if Jordan had been as popular now in this era. They did touch on that. I expect Disney to file a lawsuit. New Orleans took Philly's lead and greased light poles. Really? I love it. That's so smart. The Broncos would have won if it was 9 years ago. Yeah, oh yeah, Clint. That's good, timely information. Last Dance. To say the Last Dance was good, I think is you're just not doing it enough justice. It was fantastic. You talking about the halftime show, Comic Zombie? Yeah, the Kendrick Lamar had an opportunity to, as somebody put it, I'm quoting somebody else somewhat, but I agree. He had an opportunity to introduce a ton of new fans to his music and bring them in as fans, and maybe he did. I know Kendrick Lamar myself, mostly from like the Black Panther soundtrack, which I absolutely loved. So when he finally played the one song, I was like, oh yeah, I know this one really well. I don't know most of his stuff. He's very talented in his delivery and the performance that he did. The acting part of it was great. I don't understand a damn word he's talking about. I don't get the references, but of course I watched everything afterwards, and he spent the entire halftime show as an opportunity to just tear down Drake. That's what the whole thing boils down to. Which, interesting, I guess. It wasn't for me. It wasn't a Super Bowl halftime show for me. If they had Linkin Park, that's my. Not just Drake. Yeah, he tore down a lot of things. I love Samuel L. Jackson. I love that they made it kind of have it had a skit movie episode vibe to it, like more of a show, more of a performance than just music. That was cool. I watched it and I'm like, is that Serena? That can't be Serena Williams. Nah, must just look like her. It was. Yeah, I love the Black Panther song. It's so good. It was a protest performance. And you know what? If that's all it was, if that's what the main focus was, then okay, kudos. I get that. I understand. That's a big part of art. But to just diss another person, if that was the main goal, I don't understand that. Yeah, I think they could change Boba James. They definitely have risen back up to high levels of fame again. But I don't know. Maybe it's not what the people want to see. The people want to see icons, bigger than life, famous to everyone, I would say. But again, I'm not a giant Kendrick Lamar fan, so I expect Drake for the halftime show next year. That would be something else, wouldn't it? He definitely had to rub it in Drake's face at the. Oh yeah, Sam L would do anything for a buck. I don't know about that. But I definitely think he is a presence, and I don't think he'd do anything for a buck. That's not the vibe I get off of him. I think he's a very talented actor, and in this case, did great. Are they even paid for this? Oh, you mean the Super Bowl halftime performances? That's a great question. I think they are. But I think what they get out of it more than anything is the exposure, as Priscilla's pen say, paid in exposure. Super Bowl halftime shows paid. The NFL covers all costs associated with the show and does pay the performers union scale. There's no appearance fee, but the artists are indeed paid union scale. What does that mean? That's a great question. I've never really thought about this before. Let's see if this comes back or not. I have no idea if I'm live on the platforms again. Let's see. Chucky says we're back. I got a weird Elgato warning that something crashed. You hear me on Twitch, but wait, you can't see me? Is that what you're implying with that? All of OBS is frozen now. I may have to restart the whole computer. I'm not sure what happened. Neem Aquarium, I can hear you and see you. Thank you. OBS has given me a weird, is it shaky? Is it like glitchy for you guys? Because I'm getting a weird, like blue spinning circle of death on Twitch on OBS right now. I can't hardly see anything. Just this lady in a bra ad for whatever reason. We'll see if it comes back. If not, I may have to reboot. Wait, oh. It does look kind of glitchy on my screen. It looks like I'm in like 2 frames per second. We started talking about union pay scales and OBS got bored and fell asleep. So you do see what I see, Boba James, huh? That's weird. Well, let's give it a minute. Maybe it'll fix itself. If not, oh, I clicked a button and blue spinning circle of death again. This is very weird. First major issue with the new computer. Of course it happens when I'm streaming. That makes the most sense. I wasn't doing anything crazy. I opened this website. So yeah, in other words, they get a ridiculously low payment to be there for the day. But they do get paid something, which is interesting. I wonder what if they did a Saturday third place Super Bowl like event for the losers of the semifinals. Would that be something to generate enough attention, like how the World Cup is the third place game? I don't know. I mean, I think they'd be better suited showing more, having more games played throughout the year, which they're talking about extending it to 18 games. I think that's going to do better personally, but I don't know. Chucky says under union agreements is typically amounts to about $1,000 per day for rehearsals and the performance itself. That means no splashy appearance fees for those major artists. However, the real value is the unprecedented exposure. Did you know, though, I saw a poll, a list the other day, and the Super Bowl is only the 8th highest watched event of the year in sports. With number one being the Men's World Cup. The top ones were Men's World Cup, Women's World Cup, the Summer Olympics, the Winter Olympics. There was a cricket. Cricket is watched by some national championship in cricket is watched by over 1 billion people each year, whereas the Super Bowl is only 116 million. I really thought the Super Bowl had a bigger audience. In context, and I had to look this up the other day because we were having a conversation, I saw a magazine with MASH on the cover, the old show MASH. And one of the weird facts I know because of this game I used to play is that MASH is the most watched series finale of a television show of all time. At 115 million people watched it. So almost as many people watched the finale of MASH as did people watch the Super Bowl this year, which is interesting. We got a problem. I can't switch to my close-up screens. All that's dead. I'm gonna have to reboot the whole stream. I hate doing it, but I'm gonna have to in order to have an effective stream, because if I can't switch... Wait, can I switch manually? Oh, even if I do, it's not gonna switch on all the platforms. I'd have to switch each one manually over and over again. Let me... No, OBS is unresponsive. Yeah, I'm gonna have to restart the computer. I don't know why it's actually going through at all, because OBS is really having a fit, but I'm gonna try rebooting the computer. Worst case scenario, if something crashes, like if I can't get the computer back up and running to do the stream, I'll put it on Twitter and let you guys know what happened. But I'm gonna reboot and see if we can get it back. I hate doing it, but whatever. Let's do it. All right, I'll be back in just a minute.